Welcome back, polish freaks. I have another nail polish review for you guys today. Today I'm reviewing the ORLY Summer 2022 Pop Collection. This is a pop art themed collection. It comes with some creams, a few shimmers, and a holographic topper. It's a little bit interesting for summer, but there were a few in here that I found that I really loved, and so I'm excited to share them with you. I received this through the ORLY Color Pass subscription that I subscribed to, but they are available at Beyond Polish. You can use my coupon code there, and it's GOLARI10, and that gives you 10% off any full priced items. Okay, so let's get into it. The first one I have is Claim to Fame, and it's this beautiful yellow orange polish. I do kind of like these yellow oranges. I tend to like the ones that lean a little bit more orange, but that's just a personal preference. This definitely leans a little bit more yellow, but has a little bit of orange tint to it. It has a really fantastic formula. It's going to be opaque in 2 coats, but I think there might be times you have to do 3 depending on how you apply it, but the polish went on really, really nicely. It does have like a, let's see, it's just a solid cream. It's not crelly. There's a few polishes in here that are a little bit more crelly, and this one's definitely just like a really opaque cream, which I think is nice for yellow because you're going to really maybe be able to apply it in 2 coats, but like I said, you might need 3. Okay, so this is pretty similar to other polishes in OPI's line. I don't have a ton of ORLY, so I'm not sure how close it is to any yellows. I didn't have anything that it was close to, but let me show you what I did compare it to. So I compared it to OPI Marigolden Hour, and that one and Sunsea and Sand in My Pants are like very close. I would say they're pretty much all exact. There might be tiny differences that you can see, probably better in the picture than I could see in my camera, but it's very, very close. And then Essie Break It Sundown, which is a little bit newer, is more orange. I probably tend to like that orange one better than these yellows. So if you're looking for a nice, fun, bright summer orange yellow, I like that one the best, but these yellows are really pretty too. So I'll let you decide if you need this one. I think it's a beautiful color, and I do think it goes well with their theme. Next up is Connect the Dots, and this is the one that I was super excited about. It's a beautiful kind of pinky coral. It has a little bit of white base in it, and so it is going to be a little bit softer, yet it's still a little bit bright, which I really love. I love these kind of shades. This one does have a little bit of a crelly formula, which makes me love it even more because it's a little bit squishy. So it's kind of a strawberry shade. I just really love it. Just so you guys know, this one does dry down matte. It has that neon element in it, and so it will dry a little bit matte, just so you guys are aware. Of course, there's a lot of polishes that are kind of close to this. I don't think I found anything super exact, but I did find some that came really close. A lot of the ones that Essie has in their line are a little bit more red hued, and this one has a little bit more white in the base, so it's a little bit softer, and so that's probably the big difference that I could see in any of those that I compared it to. But I wouldn't say that this is like super original, but is one of my favorite colors to wear, especially in summertime. So I was really excited about this one. Let me tell you what I compared it to. So I compared it to Coral Reef. That's kind of an older Essie, and that one has more of a crelly formula, and it's definitely more red. And then Live Love Carnival, that is one that I thought was pretty dang close, if not exact. And so in the OPI line, if you have that one, maybe pull that one out if you really like this ORLY one and you don't want to buy any more polishes. The formulas are just slightly different. And then Aloha from OPI, that is a new one that I just recently picked up. I've never owned it, and so that was fun to get that on my fingers. But that one's a little bit brighter and more red, like I mentioned before. That seems to be kind of how these pinky corals are, and this one's just a little bit softer. And then I compared it to Sunset Sneaks, and that one's more red, like a lot of Essies. And then Come Here is brighter and a little more red, but not as red as Sunset Sneaks. And then Cute as a Button is more of like a pink toned one. It's a little bit lighter. I love Cute as a Button too. That one's so fun, but I really did love this one. I'm definitely going to be reaching for it. I was tempted to put it on today, but I didn't. I wanted to wear a few more springy shades that I've been in the mood for, and the one that I have on my nails is actually Spring Into Action from the OPI Nature Strong line. I've been looking forward to wearing this like all year since it came out, and I definitely wanted to save it for spring, but it's just a beautiful, bright, cool toned purple, and I love it. Anyway, but this is going to go on my fingers pretty soon. I'm actually going to Mexico in a couple days, and I think I'm going to bring this one for sure. I think it'll be so fun at the beach. So I definitely love this one, as you can tell. And then we have Rinse and Repeat, and it's this beautiful sky blue. It's a mid-toned blue, and it has a really fantastic formula. It's a little bit crelly-ish, not a ton. It does build up nicely in 2 coats. I really love this one too. I really am getting more into blues, which I think is great. And this is the color tone that I like. And when I show you these comparisons, I really think that this one is my favorite out of all of them, and there's one that I had in my spring favorites last year, and I think this might knock it out. Maybe not. It's a little bit darker than that one, but let's look at that and see. We have OPI Grabs the Unicorn by the Horn, and that's more of a grayed out blue. And then Sure Feels Good, that's the one that I was talking about earlier, is a little bit lighter and a little bit warmer. So I do kind of like the cooler tone of Rinse and Repeat a little bit better. Roam Around is light and warmer as well. And then Revenge is a Beach is warmer. And then I'll let you see that Strut Your Stuff and Juicy Details are a little bit different than this one too. But like I said, I really like this one the best out of all of them. And I don't know if it's just because it's new, but I really just think I like the color tone compared to all the other ones. I really enjoy this one too. And I wasn't like super excited about it because you look at the bottle and you're like, ah, it's just a blue polish. But it's really, really flattering on the skin. Next we have Crash the Party, and I love bright purples like this, especially for summer. It is beautiful. It's a purple, but it does have a touch of red in it. It has a really great formula. It's a tiny bit curly. It really has a nice shiny formula, but then it does dry a little bit matte. I would say this one's more of like a semi-matte, but you can put a top coat on it. I usually prefer that, but if you like it semi-matte, you can leave it that too. I instantly thought of Synthetic Symphony when I saw this, and that one is just slightly different, but they are kind of similar. But I love this one. I'm super excited to wear it for summer. So let's look at those comparisons a little bit closer. So we have Synthetic Symphony, and that one's just slightly more blue toned, but I love them both. I don't think I could just pick one of them. I think you need them both. And then Tangoed in Love is really close. It's just a tiny bit more purple. It has a little bit less red in it than Crash the Party, and then OPI Positive Vibes Only is more pink toned. So I didn't find anything exact to this in my collection, and I love it. If you really like those cool toned purples, I would definitely get Synthetic Symphony if you didn't pick that up. That whole collection last year was just super fantastic, but this one's really great too. And then we have Don't Pop My Balloon. It does have this iridescent shimmer in there. It kind of shifts from like blue to green, and it is very, very fine, and it's got this beautiful pink tone. So I like this one more than I thought. I usually don't like shimmers, but this one I just think is so pretty and fun, and it's not streaky, which I really appreciate, and it's got a pretty great formula. It's going to be opaque in 2 coats. So I instantly thought of a few Essie shades, but there's nothing that's like super exact as this. So let's look at those. So I compared it to Sleepover Squad. That's the one I instantly thought of, and that one's probably closest out of all the ones that I have. It is more iridescent though, and it has a really strong purple shimmer, and it's a little bit richer and deeper in color. And then You, Me, and The Sea is packed with pink glitter, and then I just threw in Good Vibration just so you can see that one's very iridescent and has quite a bit of glitter. So I really don't have anything like this one. It's a little bit different, and I really enjoyed it. I think it will be fun for spring or summer, and I think it'd be really cute on toes. This one surprised me. And then we have Just an Illusion. This is the holographic glitter topper. I do find it kind of interesting to have a glitter topper in summer. I usually kind of stick to glitter toppers in the holidays, like Christmas time and winter time. So I think a lot of you are going to be excited about that. I am going to show you the application here with just the polish. It is a topper, so obviously it's going to take several coats to be opaque. It's not meant to be like opaque, but I'll show that to you here on my finger. And then I'm going to show it to you being applied on top of the purple Crash the Party, so you guys can see what it looks like as a topper on one of the polishes in the line. But it is beautiful. It's definitely fun and glittery. I didn't do any comparisons to this just because I didn't feel like it was super necessary, because it's just basically a really light hollow glitter topper. So I think a lot of you are going to find that to be pretty fun. Okay, so I'm going to pick my favorites. I'm going to be a little bit picky, and I'm going to narrow it down to 2, even though I was pretty excited about a few other ones. I'm going to pick the purple, which I really love, which is a Crash the Party, and then Connect the Dots. I just think these are both super fun for summer. They're definitely colors that I want to reach for, and so these are my favorites. What are your favorites? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know your thoughts about this collection. It's a little bit different. I do think it goes along with that pop theme, but that's kind of not my kind of theme for collections. Anyway, I did feel like these were kind of similar to like Essie's summer line, which I think are both kind of interesting, and I'm going to be interested to see what OPI's summer line is going to look like. I think it does have a lot of glitters and shimmers in there, so I don't know. I feel like I really loved last summer's collection, and this summer I'm kind of just like, there's a few good ones, but they're definitely not my favorite overall. So let me know your opinions on that down below. I'd love to hear it. And thanks so much for watching again. I appreciate you guys, and we will see you next time. Bye, Polish Freaks.